Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile.
But the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate. So you got to coordinate.
Say hello to America's new favorite game show, Think Different TV's Play or Pass. Get ready to experience trivia like never before. It's not just about what you know, it's about how you play the game. Join our charismatic host Bubbles every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the most exhilarating trivia battles on television. As we wrap up our incredible first season, we're gearing up for an even more exciting season 2 in 2025. We're looking for sharp minds and strategic thinkers to join us for one-on-one duels, thrilling team battles, and high-energy tournaments for high school and college students. Think you've got what it takes to outsmart the competition? Prove it! Become a contestant by calling 267-225-1824 or emailing lashiastar2@gmail.com.
Go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Hey, you're watching my mommy on Think Different TV.
Oh man, oh man. Welcome to another episode of Think Different TV, where minds meet. I'm your host, Lashia. How have y'all been? So I know this is not the usual day nor time that we have Think Different TV, but I okay, I gotta be straight with you guys. I didn't have a show yesterday because your girl was high as a kite. Um, 0 out of 10, I wouldn't recommend, especially when you have to do a show. Um, let's just say that I had some very special candy, and I felt like I was going to leave this earth. But I'm here, guys. It was an experience. And it's not the first time that I've done something like that, but I've done it before when I didn't have nothing to do. And I don't know why I keep thinking like I'm I'm a G. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not for that life. I'm just not. Just not. Oh my gosh, y'all. Like literally, I didn't want to lay down because I thought I had too much blood going to my heart. And so I sat up. Um, and I just kind of like propped myself up and I was sitting up, and eventually I fell into a deep sleep. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that to anyone. Okay, especially when there are things that's got to be done. Okay. Um. Anyway, I didn't do the show. I swear I was so ready, but I wasn't ready. But anyway, guys, let me go through these announcements really quickly because we got a really, really crazy hot topic tonight. And I don't want to keep y'all too long because it is kind of late, me doing the show so late. I usually do the show at 8 o'clock. It's a nice little time. People could watch it, then they can go on about their business, whatever they're gonna do. Da, da, da. But yeah, this is my little mess up, but we are here. This is season 4, episode 48. We still got 2 more episodes in this year, in this season, and then next year we're gonna be starting season 5. Like, I can't believe we're starting season 5. Like, who would have known that I would have made it this far? Well, I knew. I knew. But you know how you have a vision and then some people they with it and then other people not with it. But luckily I have an awesome team on my side. Triple La Fare is always ready to go. I said, "Do you mind that it's 10 o'clock tonight?" He's like, "I'll be free," So I don't want to keep him too long either because I know he got a lot of things to do. Shout out to my bro, I am Young P, always sharing my shows and everything and his story, letting people know that Think Different TV is happening. Shout out to Cara Bear and um Veronica. Uh it's so many people to thank. BDB that drops in, Slim Jim, everybody that contribute and show me love. I really want to thank you guys. Um because sometimes and yesterday, and it's crazy because Trevo hit me up like, "Yo, is you good?" Like, and also he was like, people was calling me like, "Is everything okay?" Because I'm sorry, y'all. I got y'all a little scared, but it was me because I was being stupid yesterday. But I swear I will not do anything like that, and y'all will always know what's going on. I promise you guys. I promise you guys. But anyway, I digress. There's a lot that gotta happen. Oh, y'all. It's 9 days until Christmas. Can y'all believe it? Christmas about to be here. And I got an early Christmas gift today while I was at work. My brother is back home, y'all. He was overseas. He's in the National Guard. He was fighting the good fight. He left the day after my birthday this year, and he is back just in time for the holidays. So, put some prayer hands in the chat because we was praying he come home safely and everything. And he just popped up. I'm fixing my room, and he like, "I'm ready for my massage." I was like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, who is this?" So I had a really that for 15-minute mark so we can get into the hot topic. And we also have an amazing TDTV music video of the week. And we have What the Hell. So let's get into it, all right? After you in Philadelphia, why is it not? Why is it not? Y'all see the thing when I this is going. Hold up. Hmm.
Interesting. Interesting. For some reason, mic is messing up. There's a lot of stuff messing up, apparently. Okay, guys, I don't know what was going on just now. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty. It exited out of StreamYard and then it brought me back in. So I'm just doing a quick test on my sound to make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Hmm. Okay. So you can hear me. Cool. Yeah, for some reason it went out of StreamYard and then came back. Like it said something went wrong. So, but we good. Y'all can hear it. You can hear me. All right. Cool. 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 I don't know what was going on with StreamYard. StreamYard just doing its own thing today. All these glitches. But anyway, now I only got 1 minute. Okay. Euphoria water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philadelphia. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get you Euphoria water today. You can find Euphoria water on IG under Euphoria water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria water delivered to your home, contact Captain at 267-707-8279. A1 Day One sponsors since we were an IG show, and now we are a network. We are a brand, and on the network we have several shows. In my opinion, with Think Different TV's Lachey every Sunday at 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on It's Yours Radio, hosted by my bros Donnie O and Beck on Live 97.5 FM. You can also catch it at www.live975.com. I can't do it, yo. I was trying to make it, but I can't do it. I can't talk that fast. All right. Screw it. In my opinion, with Think Different TV's Lachey every Sunday at 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Live 97.5 FM on It's Yours Radio, hosted by my bros Donnie O and Beck. You can also listen in on www.live975.com. We talked about the Diddy doc this past Sunday. So yeah, make sure y'all catch the replay on the Think Different TV YouTube channel under the playlist, in my opinion. Think Different TV is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are on tonight at a different time on a different day, but just this week, we will be back on regular schedule next week. and to close out the year. So no worries. Okay. We got to continue with this overall theme, which is December dysfunction. So we got to make sure we wrap it up real nice and tight. All right. Think Different TV's Player Pass game show. There is a playlist on Think Different TV YouTube channel. It will resume next year in 2026. But until then, in the meantime, in between time, make sure y'all catch up and go and watch the old episodes. Get your knowledge up and get an idea of how the flow of the show goes. And also, what kind of questions are being asked. Because who knows, you may be a new contestant on there. So it's good to do a little bit of research, right? And then you got Kink Different TV. We have been a little slacking a little bit, but Kink Different TV, when something drops, it will be on Wednesdays at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? And that is where Dirty Minds meet, and the hosts are Carmen Sutra and RC, all right? So, all right, we like 2 minutes behind, but that's because the whole thing was glitchy, this, that, and third. Y'all know, it's just always something with us. We 4 seasons in, you like almost 200 episodes in, so it's not without a lot of lessons, okay? It's a lot of stuff that happens, and you just gotta roll with the punches. Like I said, the overall theme for this month is December dysfunction, conjunction, junction, December dysfunction. And today we're going to talk about She Did Squat. Now, it's a double entendre, I guess, if you want to call it that. She did squat, like she did nothing, or in this case, she actually is squatting in someone's home. So she did squat. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a little double entendre. I don't know. I was trying to do something with it, but y'all get me. Y'all get me. But after we explore this hot topic, we're gonna jump into our TDTV music video of the week, "Elbows" by Swamp Life Zico. Okay, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna play it 2 times tonight. And yeah, let's get into it because we are way behind. All right.
I'm coming in hot.
How about new?
New tonight, another twist in a bizarre Airbnb battle. 7 News has exclusively told you about a homeowner in Northeast D.C. who says a squatter has taken over her short-term rental. But that alleged squatter claims she's a tenant with rights. All new at 6 o'clock. Our Felicia Ashley is learning this isn't the first time the so-called unwanted guest has refused to leave a property.
I found court records revealing that Romero stayed in multiple properties in and around D.C. rent-free for months while they went through the eviction process.
Court records show at your previous apartment you were also getting evicted for not paying rent. And
so that wasn't for that place, it was for a previous place where something happened during COVID when everyone was not receiving payment. I'm an entrepreneur and I also have a nonprofit.
Court records show Shadija Romero faced eviction from 2 other D.C. properties before booking Roshane Douglas's Airbnb nearly a year ago. I reviewed the records with real estate attorney Rich Bianco.
Scrolling down the docket here, she knows what she's doing. So this isn't the first rodeo.
Court records show that in October 2021, she had a year lease at the Jameson at Dakota Apartments. Those owners also filed a suit against Romero. It shows she stayed months past the end of her lease and did not pay anything between May 2022 and January 2023. She also signed a legal agreement to pay the Jameson $35,000 in back rent, but she did not follow through with that agreement. She was officially evicted 8 months after she stopped paying.
I did not go to court for eviction for Ava Noma.
5 days after she was evicted from the Jameson, records show she moved into Ava Noma. She paid 1 month's rent and owes them nearly $50,000. The property tried to evict her multiple times, but there was a fire, which I confirmed with DC Fire and DMS started in her unit while she was there.
Ava Noma is the one showing that you were in the process of being evicted for paying 1 month's rent when you were there for 13.
So no, that would not be accurate.
Again, court documents show Romero filed a motion to delay the eviction, this time citing the fire and saying insurance needed to see the damage in the unit. She booked the Airbnb as she was getting evicted from that property. I found multiple tenant and landlord cases against her in and around DC when she went by a different name at the time. In addition to that, I saw at least a dozen liens against her, as well as a case claiming that she paid for a down payment for a vehicle and made no other payments after that. Now, since these discoveries, Romero has said that she is not speaking to us anymore.
The responsibilities are on me, and I can't get into my property. There's a leak in the property. The water bill is escalating. I can't get in there to see what's going on.
The alleged squatter originally got into the home through Airbnb, claiming that her apartment caught fire and it needed time to get repairs. Now that was back in February. Roshane Douglas says she didn't know she was opening her life up to a nightmare when she accepted Shadija Romero's Airbnb reservation almost 10 months ago. That reservation ended March 29th after 32 days, and Romero hasn't paid another dime. But living in the home for over a month apparently lets her claim some form of tenant rights, and she refuses to let Roshane enter the property.
I never gave her any tenancy. I never gave her a lease.
Roshane tried everything, gave her a 30-day notice to vacate, called police, went to court, and even offered Romero $2,500 to sign a paper admitting she's not a tenant and to get out. Romero signed the document, but didn't budge.
November the 15th came and she told me, this no longer works for me. Do what you have to do. I'm not leaving. I went to the police with my order, and they said there's nothing that they can do, that I need to go to court, which I've done, and I do not have a court date until December the 11th.
Roshane put this sign up on her home so police and neighbors would know Romero was not authorized to be there. A sign Romero covered with a sheet.
I need police assistance.
I was there when police helped Roshane cut it down, while Romero hid inside.
It's shocking to me that you would abuse a system like that.
While all this is going on, Romero's social media shows her living her best life on trips. Cartwheel. And promoting her nonprofit. And Roshane is left paying thousands in attorney fees, the mortgage, and utilities for a home she can't even enter.
The police allowed her to hire a locksmith and break in. She gave them no documents. She gave them no court orders. She gave them no lease. She just came and said, I'm locked out. This is taking me somewhere where I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to stay on the right, but for somebody to just take and do, everybody has a breaking point.
I went back to the property today and saw child services show up because Shadija brought her daughter into the home while there was no power or electricity inside. Police also showed up because the homeowner's truck went missing after Shadija got back in the house. And when Shadija cracked the door open to get a package, I saw what appears to be a candles and essential oils business inside.
This is unbelievable.
That led to a virtual emergency hearing today. In court, it was revealed that Shadija tried to push Roshane off a ladder, took the utilities out of the homeowner's name and put it in her daughter's name, tampered with cameras, requested that Roshane pay her back for the food lost when the power was turned off. Oh, and she asked the judge if she could question Roshane as a hostile witness. I was with Roshane as she attended the hearing from her car outside the home.
And the sad part is, I feel sorry for her. I really do. But your problem is, I can't help you. But I truly feel sorry for her and her child and all of this. And I have a big heart, and this is the outcome of me having a big heart. But I really hope somebody can help her, but you can't do it at my expense. I don't have it. If the judge doesn't give me some release, I'm going to lose my property because I can't pay $4,000 a month and my other bills and my responsibilities like this. And there's no recourse for me.
How are you going to go next?
I'm moving out of the property. I don't need to tell them where I'm moving.
I asked that
I asked that in the sense of if you did have somewhere to go with all this, and you mentioned she was harassing you. And
this just started, so it's not like the harassment has not been for months. So when you're saying harassment and you're saying why haven't I left prior, it seems as if this is an issue that has been going on for months, which it has not. This has only been like a 2-week. This has been like now it's been a month process. So it hasn't been some process that has been going on for months. It has not gone on for months. It has not. It's only been going on now for a month, literally a month.
So you're saying just November or just December?
The end of October is when the stuff started. The harassment started in November.
Okay.
So the harassment didn't start until mid-November. So the harassment, the sign, the cutting the power off, that was November. Well, the power was cut off in October 1st, but then they turned the power back on, but then they turned it back off in November.
Good evening, Felicia Ashley with ABC7 with an update on the Airbnb guest turned accused squatter. What I found out, if you remember during my interview with her a few days ago, she stated that she was not evicted from her previous property and claimed that it was another property. Well, even as I was sitting down with her, I already knew what court records said, and I also confirmed that in our report today, that it shows that she was evicted not just once but twice from 2 prior DC properties before she booked Roshane Douglas's Airbnb. In fact, at one unit, she was evicted for not paying rent, and then she moved into the second apartment just a few days after. And then in the midst of that eviction process at the second property, there was a fire that happened in just her unit in that building, and she requested a stay or delay for that eviction because of that fire, because she said insurance had to get inside and look at the damage. Now, in the midst of that eviction process is when she booked Roshane Douglas's Airbnb. In addition to that, I also found a history of issues when it comes to payment in Maryland as well as in Virginia. In Maryland, she has a case where it's alleged that she only paid a down payment for a vehicle and then never made any further payments on that car. Of course, this is a continuously developing story. They still have courts later this week where we will bring you the latest details. In addition to that, we have wanted to reach out to Shadija Romero again, but she has stated since these discoveries happened that after this, she's no longer speaking with us.
Okay, y'all. So I have not made a real estate Airbnb video in a while, right? But I have plenty of videos here on my page, also on another platform, lots of free videos. I used to mentor people, host classes. I don't anymore. But let me just talk about it. So there's a homeowner in DC that put her home on Airbnb. This lady rented it for 32 days. After the 32 reservation was up, the woman refused to leave. She has now been in this homeowner's home for over 10 months, not paying rent, not paying utilities. The homeowner has tried everything to get this woman out, calling the police, turning off utilities, all the things. She has not been able to get this woman out. She has a court hearing next month. Hopefully they rule in her favor to evict this woman, but it can be a nightmare. So I say all of that to say this. If you're going to get into Airbnb, or I used to say short-term or mid-term rental business, you have to really do your research and educate yourself on the real estate laws in your city and in your state, right? When I hosted, I hosted in a lot of different places, but primarily in Baltimore, right, where I am, I understood at what point can a person become a resident, right? When does that happen? When does that occur? Right, so you can try to prevent it. And if I was going to host anyone over 30 days, there was extra steps and an extra process that I went through to verify why they were going to be here, right? When I hosted anyone over 30 days, it was nobody but traveling medical professionals. I used to be a travel nurse, so I understand the industry, right? No travel nurse or no travel healthcare professional is going to squat on me. They're going to do their 3 months, 6 months, whatever it may be, and they're moving on to the next city or they're going home. They're not going to squat. Like, no, they're trying to make money. So I understood that business because I used to be in it, right? I used to be a travel nurse. And so those were the only individuals that I hosted on a longer term basis, because that's still considered a midterm rental, 3 months, 6 months, right? And so wherever you're hosting, please understand the real estate laws. Is it landlord friendly or tenant friendly? Get you a real estate attorney. Get you some contracts beforehand. Establish some type of relationship with the attorney beforehand and get you contracts, because if you are going to host somebody longer than 30 days, you need to have some paperwork involved, right? That people understand that they are not establishing residency here. Okay? Don't let people get mail. Like, you have to really educate yourself on the business that you're getting into. Or you could pay a very high cost, right? There's a price to pay when you just get into it thinking that you're going to make money. People will try to get over. It ain't a matter of if they're going to get over. It's a matter of when they're going to try to get over on you. So if you do your part and educate yourself and research and know what you need to know, you have those relationships with an attorney, you have contracts and stuff in place. Not to say that it still can't happen, because it could, but just be prepared. Just be prepared. My heart goes out to that homeowner in DC. She goes to court next week, and I hope that they rule in her favor. But this is just a lesson, right? If that is a business that you're thinking about getting into, please do your research. I have a lot of free videos over on another platform, YT, that can be very beneficial if that is something that you're thinking about getting into.
I hope the DC homeowner thing finally brings some attention to the fact that in these blue states that small landlords are suffering, and that we start lobbying for these laws to change. We see a lot of activity for the tenants, and these are the ones you suffer more under the corporate landlords. You want to go and file tenants unions, landlords need to file a union. And I agree with some of these landlords. If you are a repeat offender tenant that does these things, and your situation is that you're doing it intentionally, you need to go on a website. You need to be shamed. I am a big advocate of bringing back shame when it's probable cause and a reason. That lady needs to be shamed because she knows she's wrong. She knows she's wrong. It's the third time she's done been in eviction court throughout the years. She probably should be in prison for arson. And now she got this lady going to the poorhouse, got a leak in the house, won't allow the lady access, and has the nerve to be on the news crying.
Listen, Shorty was going off, okay? Shorty was going off, but we about to take a little pause for the cause. We about to jump into this TDTV music video of the week, Elbows by Swamp Life. Zico is coming up next, y'all. When we come back from the music video of the week, we're going to jump into this topic a little bit more. And I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about the situation? And also make sure that while the music video of the week is playing, y'all show some love to Swamp Life Zico too. All right. So I know I'm giving y'all a lot of homework to do, but but I know y'all love doing it. And I saw Care Bear is in the house. I see V is in the house. So I hope y'all enjoying the show thus far. And we're gonna jump into this TDTV music video of the week just like this.
Hey, this is your favorite niece, Aaliyah. You're watching Think Different TV, hosted by Lashia, and this is the music video of the week.
Thank you.
Cartier boy, you know this spot.
Y'all didn't know the full pack. Oh yeah. Swamp like shit, man. Every head, man. Billy gang shit. Oh yeah. Wherever I go, I'm good. Ice cream ain't been no hood. Ice cream ain't been no road. Bring y'all niggas down that road. Free dust gave on elbow. We just got one popo. Get the glitch for my PO. She like catching them ball T.O. Bet hit the coochie, I patted my wall. Oh lord. Ooh, that's touchdown scope. Ooh, keep the bitch out like Bill go. Fuck out. Banging beats so hard. Hope it don't catch Rico. What pot? I hit the coochie so regular. She called me Rico. Oh lord. I put my thumb in her booty. She said you get bingo. Yes, I beat the coochie up. She calling me Tito. Hey Tito. Posting, yeah, I rack stand. Hood get hot like a Cheeto. Pull up on your head like a pit rally. Deep in here like a Migo. All of my niggas gang bang. We got see like Fredo. Nigga, you ain't gang. You better go like yayo. I ain't never seen your got it, but I'm on the block serving yayo. Her in the curve that Vato, tryna get that peso.
GoFundMe is not life insurance. The time for life insurance is now.
I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
All right, guys, that was a TDTV music video of the week. Elbows by Swamp Life Zico. Make sure y'all check him out on IG under Swamp Life Zico and on YouTube under Swamp Life Zico 5216. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow him, subscribe to his YouTube, show him some love. Independent artist. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, guys, we're going to jump into this hot topic once again. Again, we're doing an overall theme, which is December dysfunction, conjunction, junction, December dysfunction. And today's topic is She Did Squat. All right. So, just to give you a little bit of a rundown, a woman named Shadija Romero booked a 32-day Airbnb stay in Washington, D.C., but refused to leave after her reservation ended in March 2025. She claimed tenant rights and remained in the property for nearly a year, sparking a legal battle with the homeowner, Roshane Douglas. A judge eventually ruled that Romero had no tenancy rights and ordered her eviction in December 2025. Initial booking. Romero rented Douglas's Northeast DC property in February 2025 through Airbnb. She said her prior home had been damaged by fire. All right. The booking ended on March 29th, 2025, but Romero refused to leave, citing DC tenant protections that sometimes apply after 30 days of occupancy. Squatting period. She remained in the home for months, effectively living rent-free while Douglas was locked out of her own property. Romero's claim, she argued that because she stayed beyond 30 days, she qualified as a tenant under DC law and could not be removed without formal eviction proceedings. Douglas's struggle. The homeowner faced thousands in legal fees and mortgage payments while unable to access her property. On December 11th, 2025, because today is what, the 16th? So they already had their court hearing on the 11th. The judge ruled Romero had no tenancy rights since her stay was through Airbnb, not a traditional lease. She was ordered to vacate immediately. Now, here a look into Romero's history. Court documents revealed Romero had a pattern of squatting in multiple properties around DC, staying rent-free for months until evicted. The case highlighted broader concerns about Airbnb loopholes and the risk hosts face when guests exploit local tenant laws. And the final one is Shadija Romero booked a 32-day Airbnb, refused to leave, claimed tenant rights. But at the end of the day, this case has become a cautionary tale for Airbnb hosts in cities with strong tenant protections, showing how a short-term rental can spiral into a year-long nightmare. So, excuse my language, but Shadija need her ass whooped. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The whole time I'm watching it, I'm literally shaking. I'm literally shaking because I'm so pissed. Like the audacity, like Care Bear said, the audacity of this woman, of that lady, with both words, loosely being used, because she is straight up itch, man, for what she did. First of all these loopholes. Now, people like, well, she been doing this to several properties throughout DC. Why wasn't there an alert about her? Well, it all depends on because they can't put out an APB about her. People who, I mean, the first homeowners or whatever that she decided to stiff, essentially, they probably felt embarrassed. They probably didn't. And there's so many people probably doing this type of thing that she kind of just fell through the cracks, and she was able to get the other property. And then she's just a leech. She's just somebody that just likes to go from person to person, from home to home. She's one of those I'm gonna pay the deposit type people, and then after I stay here for like a good 30 days, I'm they gonna have to go through a whole lot to get me out, which freaking sucks. That really, really sucks. Cause some states are more tenant friendly than landlord friendly, and landlords, this it made me sad because the lady was like, "Dad, I would want to help her because she has a whole child, but you're not going to live at my expense." And she's really upset about it because she seemed like a lady that, if it came down to it and she was someone who was looking for help, she would help her. But you burning bridges. You burning a whole bunch of bridges. Did she put the utilities in her daughter's name? How? How was she able to do that? I mean, I know she has a social security card, her social security number or whatever, but why is this happening? And let me just say, the news reporter, and I know that all this is coming out at once because I just want to make sure I get it all out and I say what I have to say. The news reporter, Felicia Ashley, she is not letting it go, honey. She got her foot on that lady neck, okay? She is like, every chance I get, I'm going to report about this lady because it ain't right. How you sitting up there just taking advantage and destroying someone's home? It's not easy to get an Airbnb property. It's not easy to get it put on the market. It's not easy to keep it maintained. People in and out, and you got to have cleaners, and you got to have all this other stuff, and you have to rehab the property first before it can get all the amenities and get everything put in it to become an official Airbnb. And it's just like a lot. It's a lot of work. And she's also paying to keep the lights on in there. She's keeping the water on in there, the heat, all that stuff. And this lady she been there for almost a year, rent free. And I always wonder, like, what be going on in these people's minds that they think they can do something like this, and then it's like, there's no consequence. Like, I see people getting murked for less. I see people getting unalived for way less than what this lady did. Like this, yo, this joint made me so mad. But Care Bear said that poor lady's house is going to be destroyed, which I have no doubt, because she just seemed like the type that she would do some stuff like that. But they're going to know it was her, but you can't get blood from a turnip. Like, if she ain't got no money, she ain't got no money. What they really need to do is put her in jail. They need to put her in jail. Veronica, what's up, V? She said squatting should be illegal. It should be, but it's so stupid. I don't even know how they even became a law in the first place. Like, why? Who? It was a bum that said, "Judge, I should have tenant rights because this person let me stay here for 30." Now, what I can understand is if it's a couple, like let's say me and my boyfriend we together, and only one of our names is on the lease, right? But we both been there paying rent and whatnot. I can understand like after 30 days, if we break up and I'm like, okay, you gotta find somewhere else to stay. He like, I'm technically a tenant here. Like I'm getting my mail here, I'm getting all of here. Like that's understandable. But it's not just Airbnbs, it's like people will go into commercial property and they would just be in there. Or I remember one time somebody they was redoing, like they bought a house and they was flipping it, and it was like almost done. They finally turned on the electricity in there, so everything was looking good. And somehow, some way, some dude found his way into this property because he honestly he probably been watching them work on it for a while, and he gets in there and he refuses to leave. And he say he got a lease and he got all this different stuff, and they like, you ain't got no lease. It ain't even on the market yet. Like we literally didn't even put it on the market yet. So how are you saying that you got a lease? And don't get me started with the people that's taking elderly people's homes from underneath of them. That's a whole nother situation. But I'm just saying, like, it's some real evil people in this world that they just don't want to work for nothing. They just want everything given to them on a silver platter. But the ways of doing it is to hurt other people. Like this lady, Miss Douglas, she that probably was like one of her sources of income. You know, she has her own place that she gotta pay bills at. At the same time, she paying bills at this Airbnb, which is actually supposed to pay its own bills, because if you get people in there and you're renting out this property, she should have more than enough to take care of the property and have some left over. But she hasn't been able to use this property for 9-10 months. And now they're about to get in there, and I want her to kind of like take a video of what it looked like inside of there after she left. I hope she didn't destroy anything in there. I hope she at least had better sense than that. But I mean, there is speculation around her setting that fire. So I don't know. I don't know. Squatters law needs to be abolished. Absolutely. Tivo said ass whooping. Yeah, go get that file. I'm tired of it costing me $4K a month. Yeah, up a room. Let me see what else. Trevo, you stupid. Reload. Oh my gosh. So my whole thing is, you know, it's so much that goes into putting everything together, and it's sad because what did they say? They say it may take years to build something, but take like seconds to destroy it. And I'm still perplexed as to how this lady, she said, I can't get the utilities in my name because my credit is shot. I'm going to turn around and get the utilities in my kid's name. And there's a lot of parents that do that. That's identity theft. Like, that's not, like, a lot of these parents, they have all the audacity too, because they think, oh, well, I gave birth to this child. This is technically my child, and I gave them the name, and I'm the one that registered their social security number and all this different stuff. So I have ownership of everything. And turn around and get utilities in their kids' names and all this stuff and apartments, and it's just weird. And then they don't pay the bills. So then they ruin their kids' credit. So like your credit already shot. You already got all these evictions under your name. Then you want to turn around and put your daughter in the same predicament. So when she get older, she gotta resort to possibly scamming too, because you don't ruin her credit before she even old enough to even build credit on her own. Like, I really don't understand it. I really don't understand it. I think it's very sad, and I think she need her ass whooped. I do. I do. I'm at the end of the day, she just strikes me as somebody that never had a proper ass whooping. She never had somebody beat her down. Because how you go to school, how do you go through your whole life, become your big old age, and decide I'm gonna just be a scammer. I'm gonna get over on, like, somebody had to have taught her the game. And it's crazy how people put so much energy into doing wrong. If they just put half of that energy into doing right, they would be much better off in life. But they just so fixated on doing wrong. And that takes more energy. Just like lying. It takes more brain power to lie than to just tell the daggone truth. Like, why are we doing this? And she looked like the type of chick that, like, okay, if she was walking down the street, I wouldn't have thought she was a scammer. And I think that's the most dangerous ones, the ones that don't look the type, that they don't look the part, and they up here scamming the hell out of people. Cause she said, oh, I was displaced because of a fire. She did that on purpose. She did that on purpose. They even said that the fire started in her unit. They, like, why is she not locked up? Why is she not in jail? Even just for that. Cause don't tell me, oh, well, it's faulty wiring or this, that. No, that lady, she knew what she was doing. She knew they was catching up on her, and she said, I gotta get out of here. And so she caused the fire, allegedly. I have to throw that in there. And then after that, she got this Airbnb after doing her research on, well, how long do I have to stay in a place for me to say I'm a tenant? So they have to evict me. The fact that she was able to do this through an Airbnb booking, that is freaking scary. Because Airbnb is not even supposed to be no extended stays. I actually think that was a bad move on the landlord's part, because You know, there's enough blame to go all around. You know, it's unfortunate that she's going through this thing, but I'm like, why was you renting out your Airbnb for 32 days? Is no possible way. Like, my thing is with that extended stay, how much did she charge for it? Did she give her a break on the price because she was doing 32 days? I, I ain't never, I ain't never say you might as well get an apartment. Like, why are we? I don't, yo. I'm at a loss for words, for real, because I don't understand how this all could have happened. But listen, she didn't get her comeuppance like she should have. Yeah, the judge said you know you're not a tenant, you have to vacate this, that, and third, and Miss Douglas will be getting her home back. But she already missed out on a lot of money. She already missed out on a lot of stuff, and we don't know what condition she's getting it back in. I would love for them to do a a follow up, an update, and let us know how the place looked when she got back in there. You know, what were their damages? Was she able to turn around and rent out her Airbnb then? But I could also understand how she could be scared now to do it. Because everybody that follows after this lady, they're not gonna be able to do the extended stay. But they also, but now she's just known for, like, the place been all on the news. It, you know, I I think that at the end of the day, it's never gonna be the same. That property is never going to be the same. The lady is Miss Douglas is probably going to end up selling it, which is unfortunate. You know, I think the other thing that really bugged me about this is that a black woman did it to another black woman. I mean, she not supposed to scam nobody, but the fact that you scam your your one of your own people, like, that really, really bugs me. That really, really bugs me. I don't really want to make it a race color thing, but it's just like, you know what black people go through on a regular basis. We go through so much just trying to do right, and then you have other races keeping us down, and then you turn around and do something much worse. You take money out of this lady pocket. You take away part of her livelihood. You show no remorse. You up there fixated on the wrong things. Like, that's not true. This happened this month, and this happened that month. And it's like, chick, you've been at her property since February. You lucky she ain't had somebody come beat you up. And I'm like, she ain't never leave the house. Cause I would have been sitting out there. I would have waited till she left, and I would have had them jailbreak the door, and I got the deed. I own the property. It's just this whole situation was just weird to me, cause it was so many times where I was like, okay, she never left the house, cause I would have been right in there. As soon as she left, I would have went right in there, locked her out, threw all her stuff that was in there. I would have threw it out on the street, and then that would have been that. Cause it's my property, and I don't understand how you pay property tax every year. You do all these things, but then but you still gotta, people can still go through loopholes and still say your property is not yours. I want to be a homeowner so badly, but that type of stuff make me scared. Is nothing is ever definite, final. The only thing that's certain is death and taxes. Because you can buy a home, you can live in that home for 50 years, and somebody come up and get some document, some notarized document saying that they're your, and lie and say that they're related to you, and somehow get your property from under you. Or these people that go knocking on door to door and they get in good with these elderly people, and then they have these elderly people signing over their homes and their deeds, and just, man, it's bad out there, y'all. It's bad. But anyway, I digress. Romero did not get the comeuppance that she rightfully deserved, but there was one woman that did, doing the same stuff. And listen, after I play this video, I'm going to jump right into the TDTV music video of the week once again, which is Elbows by Swamp Life Zico. It's coming up next after this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Here we go.
Hello, sir. You're delusional. You cannot do anything because the police said they will investigate it within a week, so they will come back to us. As far as that, you have to leave.
This woman was just sentenced to jail for her role in this squatting saga I've been covering for more than a year now. This story is wild. It has made national news, and it's even resulted in a change to state law here in Florida. So last March, these women moved into a vacant rental house owned by Patty Peoples and her business partner. It was for sale at the time. Patty said they had an offer on it, so she was surprised when she found these two women living there. She ended up calling the police.
He has a signed lease and paid $3,100 for first and last month rent.
She implied she was a victim of a rental scam. So the officer does some research and he finds this suspicious.
You're being scammed for your home. This is what I believe. Now,
she's part of it.
She had claimed to be a victim of the same type of scam just months earlier from a nearby property where she had been recently evicted.
Oh no, of course, I'm not going to vacate.
But the officer says there's nothing he can do. It had to go through the civil court system to determine if they were actually victims, and that can take weeks. And the women were allowed to stay in the house, and Patty and the other owner weren't allowed inside.
Oh, okay, because once you're in my property and you're in my house,
this is not your property.
Oh, okay, I thought so.
This is not your property.
The squatters refused to leave, and as you can imagine, things got testy.
Why did you break the window?
It looked like we did it on purpose. Don't say nothing to her. Bye. Do we need to call Officer Smith again? Yeah. Didn't he tell you not to come here?
When the women were finally evicted weeks later, the house was left like this. Drywall was torn out. Patty said there was feces left on the carpets. Windows were broken. She also said appliances were stolen. Months later, this woman was arrested and charged with criminal mischief and trespassing. She pleaded guilty and the judge sentenced her to 30 days in jail plus 2 years probation, 50 hours of community service, and the judge also ordered her to pay about $3,600 to the victim in restitution. After our investigation exposed this legal loophole, the state legislature voted unanimously to fix it. If you want to know more about this story, we've got a lot of reporting on this on news4jax.com.
Yo, they need their ass whooped. For real. Oh my gosh, did y'all see the house when they left? I would have just, if I was the homeowner, I would have sat there for a moment and just cried. Cause it's just like, it's like you work so hard to build, and somebody just come in there and just tear down everything. And is no real recourse you can take, because it seemed like to me they really just got a slap on the wrist. They didn't even really get any consequences for their actions. 2 years probation. No, she need to have her ass in jail the whole time. Like from like 2 years in jail would have been great for everything that she did, but she get 2 years probation after about 30 days in jail, 15 to 30 days in jail. I think they said, I don't know, but it was a very light sentence. Man, I'm just mad because there's so many people that find these loopholes and trying to get over. But anyway, I'm done. I'm done with this topic. It's getting me heated. It's getting me mad. After we play the TDTV music video of the week, Elbows by Swamp Life, Zico, we're going to do our What the Helly of the week and get the helly up out of here. Right, y'all? So, without further ado, I hope y'all got a lot of value out of what I've shown you. If you didn't get anything out of the hot topic, I don't know what to tell you. I did my best. I'm a day behind, a day and 2 hours behind. So next Monday, we'll be back on regular scheduled program. It's gonna be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh man, y'all. Crazy. This topic is crazy. Make sure y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments below. If you're watching the replay, make sure you hashtag replay in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, all of those great things. Turn on that notification bell after you subscribe to the Think Different TV YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new episodes, exclusive interviews, or replays of Think Different TV, Think Different TV's Player Pass, or In My Opinion with Think Different TV's Lashia. Also, if you like what you seen during this live, share the love by sharing the live, and after you share, hashtag comment hashtag TDTV. I think that's pretty much it, y'all. We're gonna jump into this music video of the week, What the Helly, and close out the show. All right, so here we go.
I'm coming in hot.
Hey, this is your favorite niece, Aaliyah. You're watching Think Different TV, hosted by Lashia, and this is the music video of the week.
Thank you.
Hey, Cartier boy, you know this spot. Y'all didn't know the full pack. Oh yeah. Swallow like shit, man. Free head, man. Billy gang shit. Oh yeah. Wherever I go, I'm good. Ice cream ain't been no hood. Ice cream ain't been no road. Bring y'all niggas down that road. Free dust gave on elbow. We just got my popo. Get the gliss for my P.O. She like catching them ball T.O. Bet hit the coochie, I patted my woe. Oh lord. Ooh, that's touchdown scope. Ooh, keep the bitch out like field goal. Fuck out. Banging beats so hard. Hope it don't catch Rico. What pot? I hit the coochie so regular. She called me Rico. Oh lord. I put my thumb in her booty. She said you get bingo. Yes, I beat the coochie up. She calling me Tito. Hey Tito. Posting, yeah, I rack and stand. Hood get hot like a Cheeto. Put it on your head like a pit rally. Deep in here like a Migo. All of my niggas gang bang. We got still like Fredo. Nigga, you ain't gang. You better go like yayo. I ain't never seen your Gotti, but I'm on block serving yayo. Her in the curve that Vato, tryna get that peso.
GoFundMe is not life insurance. The time for life insurance is now.
I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
All right, y'all. That was TDTV music video of the week, Elbows by Swamp Life Zico. You can find him on IG under Swamp Life Zico and on YouTube, Swamp Life Zico 5216. You can subscribe, follow. Make sure you show this young brother some love. And we're going to jump into this What the Helly of the Week. Now, I didn't watch it. I just transferred it over. Blame Trevo. I don't know what it is. So without further ado, here's the What the Helly of the Week. I hope I don't regret this. I really hope I don't regret this. Here we go.
You ain't never bought no crate or no grenade. Shut the fuck up. I just order a gun store.
You win, brother. I'll gladly shut up. Won't say another motherfucking word. Fuck you, me. Grenades. The fucking police don't even got them. Then you say you fucking ordered a gun store. The grenades wasn't enough? Like, bro, you imagine having a shootout with somebody? Just anything. And you look down and see a fucking grenade just already going. Brother, it's over.
Oh my gosh. You know what? You know what? He got a point. Somebody got a grenade. He won. He or she won. Whoever got the grenade, that's it. That's it. You don't won. You get it all. You get it all. Well, that was the What the Helly of the Week, man. I hope y'all got some laughs out of what we talked about tonight. Well, there was nothing funny about their situation. So I hope y'all got some knowledge out of it. Got something y'all can take home with y'all. Y'all think about doing Airbnb and stuff like that. Make sure y'all, like the lady said in the video, make sure y'all check and all the laws, all the housing laws. Is your state more landlord friendly? Is it more tenant friendly? How long does somebody have to stay in your property for them to claim tenants' rights? All of that stuff. It's a lot of people out here taking advantage of hardworking people, and it's unfortunate. Some things can't happen to certain some things don't happen to certain people because you know what it is. God just I don't want to say God is, but I just feel like a lot of the people that this happened to, they're being tested on the highest level. Because how this person in your house for 10 months and you didn't drop no elbows on them? You get what I'm saying? Like, what? Uh, and everybody like, oh, go about it the right way. I think sometimes this country is so daggone backwards. It's so backwards. But it's the country we live in, man. It's the country we live in, but it's so backwards to me. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Think Different TV. Shout out to our sponsor, Euphoria Water, the cleanest, healthiest water in Philadelphia. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good. It's good for you. Gonna hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. Or if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, contact Captain at 267-707-8279. A1 Day One sponsor since Think Different TV was an IG show. Now it's a network and a brand. And on the network, we have several shows. In my opinion, with Think Different TV's LaShia every Sunday, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on It's Yours Radio, hosted by my bros Donnie O and Beck on Live 97.5 FM. And if you don't have Live 97.5 FM and you don't live in Salisbury, you can always listen in online at www.live975.com. Also, make sure to check out the replays on the Think Different TV YouTube channel under the playlist, in my opinion. Think Different TV is here every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you're watching on Instagram, it's been hanging in there. I'm just saying, you watch the whole time, but if you want to be seen and heard, come right on over to YouTube, because that's where it's at, and I can't see the comments under Instagram. So just come right on over to YouTube. We won't bite. All right. Also, I know this is a different night, special night. But next week, again, it will be resuming Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Think Different TV's Player Pass has its own playlist on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. In 2026, we will be resuming the show with some rebranding and some different things going on. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And we will be auditioning participants very, very soon. So keep your eye out for the auditions. Think Different TV, when something drops, it will most definitely probably be on a Wednesday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Hump Day. Think Different TV is where Dirty Minds meet, hosted by Carmen Sutra and RC. And guys, that concludes this episode of Think Different TV. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. I hope y'all got some value out of what I was showing you tonight. And I also hope y'all have a great week. And I'll see y'all all next week, okay? Yeah, that's it. See you next time. Bye.
But the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate. So you got to coordinate.
Say hello to America's new favorite game show, Think Different TV's Play or Pass. Get ready to experience trivia like never before. It's not just about what you know, it's about how you play the game. Join our charismatic host Bubbles every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the most exhilarating trivia battles on television. As we wrap up our incredible first season, we're gearing up for an even more exciting season 2 in 2025. We're looking for sharp minds and strategic thinkers to join us for one-on-one duels, thrilling team battles, and high-energy tournaments for high school and college students. Think you've got what it takes to outsmart the competition? Prove it! Become a contestant by calling 267-225-1824 or emailing lashiastar2@gmail.com. Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl LaShia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I